persuasively, you might as well, with Granny first as last. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I will be your guide on this tale of murder, mauling, swamps, and spam. Beware! For this is not a movie for the faint-hearted. If you scare easily, are grossed out by slimy things, have ever been in a swamp-related accident, are frustrated by characters who constantly state the obvious, or by narrators who were asked to come dressed as an old man for the film shoot, but forgot and instead are wearing ill-fitting kimonos from Japan, then this is not the movie for you. Our story begins here.
Oh, Billy, it was such a great idea of yours to go on a late-night picnic 30 miles out of town, deep into the woods where no one can hear or see us. If we were to, say, be horribly mutilated by some kind of swamp creature, no one would be able to find us for days. Isn't it exciting?
Gee, Sandy, I sure hope we don't get horribly mutilated. I gotta return Pop's car by 10.
Oh, Billy, you're so funny.
Seriously, though, I gotta return the car by 10.
Wow, Billy, I really like your jacket. What kind of material is it?
Gee, Sandy, how would I know? I just got it for playing Ultimate Frisbee. What was that?
I wanted to be on that team, but Coach said I have no hand-eye coordination whatsoever.
That noise. Did you hear it?
Silly, there's always noises in the woods.
Sandy, I'm scared. Hold me.
Billy, you're the boy. Why, if I...
Sandy, I think it's coming close.
Whatever will we do, Billy? Whatever will we do? It's coming right for us. Oh, Billy, I'm frightened. Billy, hold me.
Run, Sandy, run! Leave it, Sandy. We can always buy more.
No!
Run, Sandy!
Help me, Billy, I've fallen. Billy!
Sandy? You're not Sandy! You're not Sandy!
Trixie, how was your weekend?
It was swell. Me and Johnny went to go see the Blob. It was so scary.
Imagine if stuff like that really happened.
Hey, have you guys seen Sandy? She was supposed to phone me after a date with Billy, but she never did.
Hey, Trixie, what if the Blob got her?
So fellas, how were your weekends?
Pretty keen. I bought on some of those newfangled ballpoint pens.
Oh, well, your weekend doesn't compare to Billy's. Him and Sandy went up to the swamp and, you know, had some spam.
Well, I can go for some good spam right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you handle it?
You know I can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
fellas! So anyways, have you seen Billy? I've been looking for him everywhere, to ask him about his date with Sandy, but I can't seem to find him.
He's probably at home recuperating from all that good spam he had last Friday.
Luke, will you stop me?
Golly gee, Spud! Look at all that spam!
My, Edna, what a magnificent day to be studying swamps.
Oh, Charleston, you and your swamps. I don't think there's anyone who knows them better.
Well, excepting someone who lived in a swamp.
Lived in a swamp? Oh, why, Charleston, that's absurd. Why, you'd have to be a monster. Charleston, what's the matter?
I never thought I'd see the day.
Oh, Charleston, what is it?
Edna, swamp spawns some of nature's most noble organisms, like toads, mosquitoes, and rocks. But they're not all good, Edna, no. From the depths of those murky waters arises not only the good, but the terribly evil. I'd hoped as a swamp researcher I wouldn't encounter the so-called dark side of the swamp. But it seems as though it has risen to bring unimaginable terror to our little town.
Oh, Charleston, whatever shall we do?
We must go to the swamp immediately. Fetch my instruments.
Oh, but Charleston, you haven't finished your spam.
No time for spam, Edna. If we don't hurry, no one will be enjoying spam for a long, long time.
No time for frogs, Edna, dear.
When I married a swamp scientist, I never thought it would actually entail excursions out into the swamp. I thought we'd just be making crafts out of algae or playing with minnows.
Oh, Edna, you are the living end. Don't worry, my pet. My Swamptronica will tell me exactly when something with a very high concentration of swamp has been by.
High concentration of swamp?
Yes. You see, every swamp organism has a certain percentage of swamp in it. The larger the creature, the higher the concentration. Now, for example, a rock has more than a mosquito.
A frog? What about a frog?
And a frog has more than a rock. The swamp monster we're trying to find has a higher concentration of swamp than anything ever recorded. So, it will be a simple matter for my Swamptronica to find it, as long as I can get it working again.
papers never said anything about a swamp monster. They said there were 2 teenagers who died by a swamp.
That, my dear, is because the papers don't know about the swamp monster. You see, Edna, I thought the swamp monster to be killed many years ago, but it seems that that is not the case.
Killed? Swamp monster? Years ago? Oh, Charleston, that doesn't make any sense.
Unfortunately, Edna, it's not human. You see, a long time ago.
The year was 1933. Adolf Hitler was voted into power in Germany. Dinosaurs roamed the earth. Bold scientists observed them from blimps. Michelle Bernardini wore the first bikini. Concerned citizens threw themselves from great heights in protest. The cigarette shuffle swept the nation, quickly followed by packed meat mania. As the Depression began, shoulder-packed meat production went into high gear, and delicious Spam became a worldwide phenomenon. A great scientist by the name of Victor Lemming discovered a ray gun that could turn swamp matter into people. But his experiment went terribly, terribly wrong. From the depths of the swamp came not a man, but a swamp beast. Victor Lemming had unleashed an evil swamp monster. So he called upon the dark ninjas of the Far East to banish this deadly swamp fiend. The ninjas defeated the swamp monster and used their awesome powers to banish the swamp devil. We thought the swamp monster was gone for good, but sadly, it has returned. Who knows where this swamp beast is now? Who knows how many untold half-dozens have died at his hands?
Oh, Charleston, how'd you know all this?
You see, Edna, Victor Lemming was my father!
Oh, Charleston, that's terrible. But I thought your father lived in Kalamazoo.
So did I, Edna. So did I.
interested in investing in new spam stuff.
People of Picnicville, as you know, there have been 2 killings in our usually serene town. Now, there is no reason to be alarmed. The police are currently searching for the culprit.
I know this is a community we want answers, but all I can tell you for now is that we're asking people to refrain from taking late night picnics.
For those of you just tuning in, we're down at the town hall where the mayor is appealing to the public to take extra precaution and can come forward if they have any information on the horrific killings of Sandy and Billy. Later on, we will be having interviews with some of the victims' loved ones. All this and more after these messages.
Are you tired of ordinary malts? Do you want something more spam-tastic? Then come on down to Daddy-O's for the best spam shakes in town. We have over 4 flavors, including banana.
Daddy-O's, oh Daddy-O's, it's a great place, but not for...
Charleston, my love, are you all right?
I think I should be going to bed.
Oh, yeah. Good night.
Edna!
Charleston, what is it?
Edna, I've had the strangest dream, but I see now we must warn those students. If only they knew what they were searching for was not born of man, but instead crawled from the depths of the earth, brought about by the mother of both good and horrifyingly evil, science. I feel it is my duty as a swampologist and as the son of the man who unleashed this demon to warn the poor fools of this doomed town. Edna, fetch my instruments.
Oh, but where are we going?
To the high school.
How am I going to play ultimate frisbee in this fantastic weather? Who cares about the ultimate frisbee? I got a science test to study for.
It's all right. We can study together.
I trust you're the friends of Billy and Sandy? I can't talk here, but I have some information relating to your friend's untimely demise. Meet me at this address in 2 hours. I know you're all wondering who I am and why I brought you here. Well, my name is Charleston Lemming, and I am a swampologist. That is to say, I study the magical and wondrous creature that is the swamp. I brought you here to tell you that your friends were not killed at the hands of a human, but by the hand of a cold-blooded swamp monster. Our duty now is to stop the murderous rampage that this beast has inflicted upon our town. You see, kiddies, Billy and Sandy were merely the first victims claimed by this fiend, and we must stop it from ever claiming again. Now that you're all here, there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Call up the bounty hunter.
A bounty hunter? Well, wherever will we find one of those?
Where else? The phone book. Edna! Fetch me the directory!
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Now, let's see. Banana rentals, body doubles, Botox injections. Aha! Bounty hunters. It's so simple, kiddies. We'll just call this bounty hunter up, and he'll be killing and/or rendering infertile this swamp monster in no time flat. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, hello there, good sir. My name is Charleston Lemming, and I'd like to inquire about your services as a bounty hunter. Yes. Yes. Good. Clockwise. Right. So we'll see you around tea time then. Good. Toodles.
My dear Edna, this tea is scrumptious. I think it's your best yet.
Edna! Door!
Oh, good sir, you're here. Oh, come in, sit down, please. Edna, 2 teas! I'm assuming you would like some tea.
Assumptions can be dangerous.
So, what is your name, dear sir?
It's Nancy.
Well, Nancy, my friends and I, you see here, and I have a grave problem on our hands. Now, I'm telling you that we have a lot of handling things on our hands to handle, and your services have definitely lent a hand to our handful of problems. You understand what I'm saying, do you not?
I'm not following.
Well, you see, my friends and I, and in fact this whole town, have found ourselves in the path of a murderous swamp monster. The story is too long and detailed, and I've already told it to everyone watching. But the basics, my good man, is we need you to capture this swamp mountebank. I'm prepared to offer you $10 and all the tea of Edna's you can drink. Do you think you can handle it?
Sure, I'll catch this monster for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. This here's a bad catch. It's not like going down to the grocery store and buying Spam and eggs. This monster will claw you to death. One swoop, and out you go. We gotta do it quick, too, because I got some felines to render fertile in another town. It ain't gonna be no walk in the park, neither. And I value my hide a lot more than $10 and a cup of tea, bub. I'll find him for 10, but I'll catch him and kill him for 100. Now hurry up and make up your minds. You want to stay alive? Pay up. Or end your late night picnics and have to eat dinner in front of the TV. I don't want no volunteers, neither. I work alone, always have, always will. For 100 you'll get the whole thing. You'll get its head, however many hands it's got, the whole bloody thing.
Well, $100 is a lot of money.
It's your choice, bub. You want to have more cozy late night picnics? Or do you want to be stuck at home with your wife here, drinking your weight in tea?
All right, $100.
Now I'll be needing some help.
But Mr. Nancy, sir, I thought you said you didn't need any help.
That's true. But how else are you supposed to get killed and get this movie going if you stay here? sipping tea.
Salutations. I wish to offer my congratulations at this point to all those who have survived the horrors thus far displayed in this story. We now find our awkward teens, eccentric old man, and oddly named bounty hunter in their desperate search for the swamp terror. Who will survive? Who will perish? Will Nancy find the swamp monster in time for his cat neutering appointment? Stay tuned and find out the answers to these questions and more.
All I do is wonder, am I to serve spam? Is spam my only purpose? Is spam what I am? Every day they ask it, and I do as they wish. Someday I'd like to tell them that spam tastes like fish. And all they shout is, waitress, can I have some spam? And I want to beat them in the head with that can of ham. They ask for too much spam, and they push their luck. One day I'd like to tell them that I don't give a flying.
Waitress, 2 malts.
Jeepers, guys. Did you see that Nancy character? Gives me the heebie-jeebies. I know. She was in his pants? A whip! I don't know. I mean, me personally, I don't think that I'm the type of girl to go for a man in leather. Johnny, what do you think of men in leather?
Trixie, I can't say I trust a man in leather. Leather's only for rebels without a cause, men on the lam, bootleggers and such. Dangerous types.
Well, whether you prefer men in leather or not, we need Nancy. However else are we going to continue our late night picnics? Billy and Sandy would want us to catch that monster that killed them and continue to picnic late at night.
Well, I don't think there even is a swamp creature. I think it's a bunch of baloney.
Johnny, don't take Pat Mead's name in vain.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just think this Nancy guy's a fraud.
Let's continue this conversation when we're all rested and not horribly mutilated. We should get going. The police said we should be in by 6 p.m. on account of all the maulings.
Well, I'm staying here and finishing my malt. I told you, I don't believe in swamp creatures.
But Johnny, your glass is empty. Hey, don't you notice our glasses are always empty?
Shut up. Well, those of us who aren't going to be horribly mutilated are leaving.
So difficult, Johnny.
Stupid Bobby Sue. Tell me I can't talk about packed meat. What is with this town and spam? Lights turning off after closing. That's just not right. What was that? Good thing I don't believe in getting horribly mutilated.
Johnny!
Johnny!
Avenge me.
He's dead!
Are those leather underpants?
Trixie, how do you feel?
I just saw a monster, he killed my favorite date.
I was her favorite date.
I'm supposed to be hurting, but instead I'm yearning. The swamp monster's a hottie, yeah. He's got a real slimy body, yeah. He might have some swamp STD, but I want him to horribly mutilate me. With him, I could picnic with Spam. He understands that it's more than just ham. This dingbat don't get my swamp man. He only wants to neuter, that's all in his plan. My song is almost over, I have one last thing to say. I'm all over Johnny, his neglect I could not take. The swamp monster will love me, he'll be my favorite date. I'll be his swamp mate, and goodbye, dear Johnny. Goodbye. Faithful to Johnny? Or do I confess my love to the swamp monster who's horribly, yet lovingly mutilated my heart? I need thought bubbles to sort this out. Oh, I made my decision. The one who truly holds my heart is the swamp monster that this town fears. I'm going to go to him.
You all know why I've called you here. It seems I found a note at the scene of Johnny's death. It's from the swamp monster.
What's it say?
It says, "This is Swamp Monster. Me angry with all humans. Rawr! Humans think me a bad monster, but I only kill because I hate humans. Me like kitty cats. Me don't like humans. You cannot beat me, Swamp Monster. I dare you, girly man with whip." I think he was referring to you, Charleston. "You cannot beat me, girly man with whip. To catch me. Ninjas from the east could not, and you will die just like you render infertile my feline friends. Me shall make you able to have baby less, just like my kitties. Rawr, love swamp monster.
He's crazy! Can't you feel his pain inside? He's a tortured soul! All he has are his cats! His cats, I tell you! Why won't you let him have his cats? Trixie, it's all right! Poor Trixie! Johnny's death must have really gotten to her!
That's how we can capture him.
How?
We can use his kitties as bait. This swamp demon can't resist frisky felines. So all we have to do is pretend to be neutering a cat, and it will come to its rescue. Then, we can lure it down to the high school basement, because movies are always more suspenseful in a basement.
Perfection, my dear Nancy. I'll fetch a feline post-haste. Edna! Oh, wait, she must still be at the Committee for Prevention of Generic Packed Meat. It's good work that they do. Now, to find a cat.
Now we must gather our troops.
Well, I finally decided to go with you guys. I mean, I have to see my reptilian love, even if it means teaming up with a bunch of heartless fiends.
We all know what we have to do, so let's do it.
Tasty package processed meat. Tasty package processed meat. Tasty package processed meat. Ham in a tin can. Spam power.
It's the world's most fearsome fighting meat.
Tasty package processed meat.
They've got it in a tin can, and it's
Tasty
meat.
package processed meat.
When a swamp monster attacks, these high school kids don't cut no slack.
Tasty package processed meat. Tasty package processed meat.
Charleston's a leader in swampology.
Tasty package processed meat.
With fantastic tools and machines.
Tasty package processed meat.
Nancy may look like a tool, but with his whip, he's no fool.
To the high school!
I am so glad it's lunchtime. Home economics is such a grueling class.
Tell me about it, Rosemary. I just want to unwind with my brown bread and alfalfa spread.
And spam.
Spam. You actually eat that stuff?
Why not? Everybody in Picnicville eats spam. I mean, it's called Spam County.
Tequila, do you even know what's in that stuff? Here, let me show you. Fatty tissue, bleached turkey, chicken, and or beef. There's gotta be something wrong with it if even the company doesn't know what's in it.
Yeah, I just can't wait to move out of this town. I want to go to LA where it's all wheatgrass smoothies, sushi, and absolutely no spam.
I can't believe you guys talking ill of spam. What are you gonna tell me next? You hate kitties?
Actually, I don't really like kitties.
Yeah, you know what? Me neither. I kind of just wish someone would neuter them all.
Nothing good ever comes from talking bad about spam and kitties.
Stop being such a goody-goody, Tequila. What are you, like the spam police now?
I'm Tequila, and I love spam.
And when I grow up, I'm gonna marry spam and have kitty babies and not neuter them.
Shut up, you guys. Just shut up. You'll get your comeuppance. Just you wait and see.
I'm so glad she's gone. Now we can rest and enjoy our healthy vegetarian lunches.
Yeah, with no interruptions from horrible legislations. I love being vegetarian. I don't think I could ever eat meat.
Yeah, but you know what? If I had to, I think I'd eat kitties.
Stay good on that, troops. Charleston, tell me where you want to set up.
Sure thing, old friend. How about right over there?
What are you doing? First my beloved swamp monster, now poor defenseless kitty.
Restrain her!
Trixie, what's wrong with you? The swamp murderer murdered your favorite date.
Trixie, you have to calm down.
Shut up! Go to hell!
kitty.
This guy's been... Oh, my face! My evil face!
My Swamptronica is detecting something with a high level of swamp.
It's him! Loverboy! Trixie! Trixie, no!
We meet at last, my swamp nemesis. Do you see what I've done? I've neutered another one of your beloved kitties.
Trixie!
He killed Manny and Bobby Sue!
Forget about them. Let's get the prize.
It's all right, my Bob beloved. I forgive you.
Oh no! Oh no!
You think that hurt me? Well, take this.
No! Stop it! You're hurting him.
My whip isn't working. Ah! Ah!
Oh no! Nancy, Edna, Manny, Bobby Sue. He's killed them all. However will I defeat him? Of course, electrically charged tinfoil. I know what I must do.
Catching the swamp monster was easy with that electrically charged ball of tinfoil. Now, to end the horrors my father has brought upon Picnicville. It's a good thing that I have friends at the Swamp County Space Center. It does come in handy for this movie, otherwise how would we be able to get rid of this monster?
Keep explaining, Charleston. I think the audience is still confused.
Well, you see, after I stunned the monster with that fortuitously placed electrically charged ball of tinfoil, I calculated that nothing in my power or anyone else's would be able to kill this abominable swamp fiend. So the only thing left to do was to call up my friends at the Spam County Space Center and have the monster launched into space.
Will the monster be able to survive?
Of course. I've loaded him up with a lifetime supply of Spam. I'm not exactly sure why I want to ensure his survival, but we haven't mentioned Spam in quite a while.
Please let me go. I want to go.
No, Trixie. Your life is here, in Picnicville, in Spam County. There will be other swamp monsters, but this one has to be launched into space.
Not fair. Please let me see him, just to say goodbye.
Well, against my better judgment and the safety of everyone here, all right.
beloved, I knew you'd come around. I don't know how I'm gonna live without you, but I know I had to say goodbye.
T-minus 15 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Department of Defense.
Roll maneuvers complete. Engines at 100%.
Want to go on a late night picnic? Can you handle it? I thought you'd never ask.
Arr, missy, what be that there?
What's a love letter from someone I love?
Love! Be a many splendid thing. Would you care to take a late night picnic with me and talk about it? Yar!
No, no thank you. I've had enough weird men.
If you ever change your mind, just yar!
Dear Go who likes kitties, thank you for trying to protect Monster through these times. Monster hates you less than all humans. Please protect my kitties while I'm in space. Monster hates you less forever. Love, Swamp Monster. P.S. Swamp Monster don't have some swamp STD.
The suspense, the trauma, the pirates, that foot rub, the kisses. What more could you ask for in a film? We will now end this tale because we've learned a lot from it, but one thing you haven't learned, perhaps, is that another name for swamp is death.
Tasty package, process meat. Tasty package, process meat. Tasty package, process meat. Ham in a tin can, spam power.
It's the world's most fearsome fighting meat.
Package processed meat.
They've got it in a tin can and it's
Tasty
lean.
package processed meat.
When the swamp monster attacks, these high school kids don't cut no slack.
Tasty package processed meat. Tasty package processed meat.
Charleston's a leader in swampology.
Tasty package processed meat.
With fantastic tools and machines.
Tasty package processed meat.
Nancy may look like a tool,